Well, we come through them storms okay. Everybody in my house and work and my mama, everything's okay. Anyway, all right, let's get on with it. Good morning. It's only 8 o'clock. Just wanted to let you know my work building, we have power, no internet, and no something else. Oh, no phones. So they're trying to do some work. But anyway, I just want to say thank you, Jesus, for keeping me and my family and the people I personally know, that I work with every day. Thank you, Jesus, for keeping us all safe. But at the same time, I'm relieved for that. But at the same time, I'm very sorry. And, I'm definitely praying for those who were not safe. I haven't seen the news or anything, but anyway, so it touched down kind of close to where our building is, but it didn't do any damage to our particular building. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of update you, so I'll update you more at brunch time. We may not have power, or we may not have phones and internet, but at least we have power, because your girl's got to microwave her lunch. I'm more worried about my food than I am about the internet or my phone working. I'm so bad. Hello, how you doing? Did I tell you all? I don't know if I told y'all. Listen, if I tell y'all something 20 times in one video, that's because I can't remember if I tell you or not. And you just listen to it twice. Heck, you listen to it 5 times if I say. Anyway, so no damage to our building, no damage to my neighborhood, because I drove around a little bit, or at least I looked on my regular path. No damage, around too much that I saw. They said there was some damage in the middle of town, but I don't know. I didn't go that way. So anyway, either way, everything's, it's rainy right now, a little bit rainy, I think. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to watch, because, Lou's still on that steroid. Otherwise, whenever he's off of it, I ain't got to go home, but we'll see what happens. But I'm doing like a little weaning, because he had 3 of these tablets left. And so I broke them all in half. So today he's still going to get 2. And then like maybe 2 the next day, and then 1 and 1. That way I kind of wean him down. Because those were started whenever his ears were draining, and they needed to heal out that, all that drainage. Infection. Look at me talking about infection, and here we are about to eat this out. Today, it's cabbage and tomatoes. I didn't remember to go by Walmart. Well, I was a little bit more hyped up about the weather, so I didn't go to Walmart. And then, I think I did season it. This was some of those, what do you call those things? Chopsticks that I bought that were on sale, And it looks like I seasoned them. Mm-hmm. So I had seasoned them, but there wasn't enough salt. But also, I'm okay with it, because, last night Terri had a lot going on. But she didn't cut these. And so I just had to use a plastic fork. And I just cut it into strips. So that's how I'm going to have to eat them. Yeah. It's been a good day so far. I mean, because no internet and no phones, but I've got power. I've got power and My work phone has hotspot, so that'll work. And then I could even, but I've got me and somebody else on it. If it gets too slow, I can go to my home phone hotspot. Anyway, it's really all I got. Well, so last night what I did was, Callie is terrified in storms, and she will not come into the house. Like, she will lay right inside of the kitchen doors that goes to my enclosed back porch. She'll lay right inside that door to where she's out in the porch. I don't know why, but anyway, and I can't pull her away from all those windows. But so there's literally no, I could, but she fights me. So, you know, it's coming, but what do you do? You know, I mean, I can't leash all four of them and make them just stand there. It's just not possible. Sammy, he huddled by me. I sat in the floor in my closet, or sat in the floor in my hallway, and I closed the bathroom door so that way glass wouldn't hopefully come flying from there. So Sammy was huddled up on one side. Baxter was around the other side, but he was just kind of bebopping around. You know, he's kind of like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? And Lou, bless him, Lou is Lou. Sirens are going off, and he has to go potty. No, I'm not going to let him pee inside if I can help it. And I knew they had said that we had like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. I'm like, boy, you better get out there fast. So I opened it up and I stood there, and he got done, he come back in. So Lou is Lou. He is definitely his own, he's his own dog. Anyway, I took that cone off of him last night just to give him a little break and clean his ear, you know. Little dork. Next thing I know, I see him starting to scratch. I'm like, no sir. No sir. You already tore it open. It's not bleeding. The vet's kind of letting it heal over. But anyway, I'm like, no sir. So I put that collar back on him. So I'm like, you earned this crown. You earned your crown of shame, buddy. You earned your crown of shame. It says drama queen crown. That's what it is. Anyway, all right. I love you guys, and I will see you later on. Bye. Editing Terri. It is cold at work. They turned the air conditioner on. You're going to have to break out your sweaters, girl. You ain't going to survive this summer. So get out your long sleeve stuff and put away your summer stuff. I know you just got it back out, but girl, you are not going to survive. You're going to have to just maybe wear something, a t-shirt, but then bring a shirt to put over it, because this is going to be a long year, because this head of maintenance has it at 70 instead of 72, girl. You're going to die. You're going to die. Okay. Bring some good heavy stuff to work. We're going to see if we can get Lou's ear cleaned off. No, it ain't food, y'all. It ain't food. It's not what I got to do. All right. It ain't food, Bubba. It's to wash your ear. Nope, no, let me wash it. That doctor said I got to wash it and get it cleaned off. You know it itches, all that old dried blood. I know that old dried blood just itch. Let me see up here. Let me see. You just lick my hand all you want to, but you know, got all this yucky stuffs on it. So what I'm doing, I'm taking a washcloth and I'm trying to scrub off those bits of dried blood on his ear. I ain't showing you his ear. I'm just talking to you about it. So don't be worried about it. If you're squeamish, it's okay. I'm just rubbing his little face. And then what I did last time to help get some of that off of his face, it's really on his neck. But dude, he will eat anything. He ain't going to eat it. Don't worry. So now they sent me these little cloth things. It's got that Hibiclens. And if you ever had surgery, the hospital will send you home and tells you to take a shower with this stuff. So it's basically an antibacterial wipe. So I'm supposed to wipe inside the ear hole and on the sore. I'm supposed to wipe that off. Oh, it ain't food. But then what I've been doing is on his neck where there is no, oh man, dang it. Hang on. On his neck where there is, not where it's sore, but where there's all that dry blood. I have like an oil-based steroid cream that I use for my eczema. So I put this on his neck, and just to kind of help some of that old dry blood come off, like, so it just kind of makes it a little slick. But again, not up on his wound, but just, Baxter, we don't need your help, buddy. We don't need your help. Not on the wound, just on the other areas where he's got, stuff just dried and clung to him. Yeah, I know, Bubba. Just let me do it. I know. But see where they shaved him, it's all smooth, and so putting this oily right there is it kind of helps me pick off some of that old stuff. So, and they like the taste of that old stuff. Come here, give me your face, boy. Don't be fussing at me, mister. Don't be fussing at me, mister. That's what I'm gonna. So anyway, so I'm just putting some, like I said, it's just like an oil-based steroid cream. Again, I'm not putting it on his sore. I'm just putting it on his skin where all that dried blood is, so that way some of that can kind of start peeling off. And but I'm gonna leave his collar off tonight if he keeps his dadgum, if he can keep his darn foot off of his ear. But last night he couldn't keep his foot off his ear, the little twerp. But he still can't hear, y'all. I have tried calling his name, but he can't hear a lick. So, well, anyway, so that's what I got going. That's how we do his thing. In the morning, I just run the pink thing on his ear, and then in the evening, this is only the second day, but in the evening, I broke out this washcloth to really scrub it and kind of help get some of that dry stuff off. All right, let's get on to supper, because your girl's hungry. They've already eaten, but I ain't. And I don't even know what I'm supposed to eat tonight. I got to pull it out of the refrigerator. So the meat we have tonight is a chopped steak, $2.82, and a ribeye for $3.58. I need to write those numbers down. Hang on just a second. So I'm going to cook both of these right now as soon as Bertha has heated up. And I'll cook them all at the same time. And I will get back to you. I'm going to show you. But I got to make sure she heats up enough. So let me see. Let's just see what we're looking at here. Oh, it's only 238. We got to get hotter than that, baby. We're getting there. It's 340, 350. I'm going to go on, and we're about to stink up the house, y'all. We're going to make it nice and smoky. So I better go on and get my my thing going. I'm going to let it go for one more minute, and then we'll see where we're at. Don't worry, guys. I got my sous chef. 2 sous chefs. Oh, 3 sous chefs. And don't worry. The white little Baxter is out right behind there. He's right back there. He ain't going to get too far away, just on the off chance that something gets on the floor. All right, I think that's going to be good enough. Ooh, yeah, see that steam coming up there? All right, so here's how I do it. I wrote down the amount, so that way I don't have to remember them later. We're just going to get it going. Hang on. Now, put 1 in. This is how I've been doing them. Oh, come on, fella, get over it. Ain't got time to dilly-dally. And we'll get you in. And you in. Now, and then I throw my little Ziplocs away, and I've been putting this on them. And I set a timer for 3 minutes, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. It's been 3 minutes. I got my creamy going. I'm going to do 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I'll be right back in 3 minutes. Alright, so what I've been doing then is from here. I think I showed y'all this, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to go on and, yeah, those aren't very crispy. So we'll leave the least, what do you call that? The least seared side down. I turn it off and I set a timer for 3 minutes and I cover it. So I go, and in 3 minutes, turned off. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Now I flip them again. And let that sit for 2 minutes. And I'll be right back. So I turned it back down to medium. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull these out. And I'm going to cut these up. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do in a few minutes. But we're going to, well, I mean, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to let this sit and just stay warm for a minute. Because I'm not ready for the next step over here. So, all right, come on back over here. We'll be right back. So what I'm going to do is, oh, I forgot a container. Hang on. I'm going to get something to put my steak in. So tomorrow's Terri at work. She's going to get some steak, man. She's going to be a happy girl. So we're doing her a solid. I did not season these, so she's just going to have to just deal with it. I'm going to do some bite-size-ish pieces. And then we'll get these out of the way. All right. She can season it tomorrow. She's a big girl. That's why we got seasonings at work. However, that's tomorrow. Now, I'm going to cut this chopped steak up into bites. And we are about to make us some Salisbury steak minus the Salisbury. I don't know. I don't really know what goes in Salisbury. But, so now let's go put this in the skillet. Hang on. Alright, we're going to put these in there. And then I need to get me some water. So hang on a minute. Hang on just a second here. Maybe a little more than a half cup of water. No, I mean it should be a little less, but that's all right. Now I need my a scraper. Hang on. What I need to do is take this glove off. There we go. So I'm gonna put a little seasonings in here. Let's put a little bit of my silly salt or mixed up salt. We'll put in some of my brown butter, roasted garlic, Kinders. We're making us something like a Salisbury steak. Let's put a little real salt. I think this is, I forgot what this one's called. Anyway, let's get some of that in there. Now, I'm going to bring this up to a simmer. And I'm going to let all that work in. And, yeah. So when it's simmered up a little bit and kind of reduced, then we're going to put it in a bowl. And that's going to be our version of a Salisbury. Ooh, hang on. Yeah, let's get a little wild. Put a little Worcestershire sauce in there. I had one of y'all who's from across the ocean over there tell me that's called Worcestershire. And this is the smoked liquid smoke. We're gonna make it be fancy, you guys. We're getting fancy. No, I know I didn't measure. Anyway, so now I'm just going to let this get up to a simmer and reduce some of that liquid. And we'll put it in a bowl and we'll eat our creamy. And then we'll be in there eating it. All right, I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, see how it's no longer... I actually put in a little glucomannan. That is my thickener of choice. I know some people like the xanthan gum to thicken stuff. To me, it's a little slimy. But, so anyway, I sprinkled in a little glucomannan and I've let it be simmering for a little while. So now I'm going to pour this out into our bowl. But this is how it's looking right now. We're supposed to get thunderstorms and lightning tonight, but not like tornadoes, at least not that I know of. So, I got my man Ryan Hall, y'all, on for the moment. Let me tell you something. I've been hearing people on the internet say that video game that I was talking about the other day, Shadows, whatever it is. I've been hearing people say it's similar to my other addiction game, which was Horizon. And so, anyway, so I'm super curious about it. Like I said, I this is terrible, but I prefer to watch somebody play my game before I play it. I wish I would have watched somebody play Ghost of Tsushima. I spent a lot of money on that thing, and I didn't like it. Same with that other game my goddaughter talked me into buying. What the heck was that thing? Anyway, it's where you have to take turns, and attack. Turntable is what it's called, but it's annoying. I didn't like that game. So, now, anyway, I should have watched how that was played. I would not have wanted to play that dumb game. What the heck was it? I wonder if it'll show up on my games. Hang on. Because, whenever I got something in my head, if I can find out, I'd like to find out if I can. Come on, feller. Let's go back. Oh, let's go home. To games. Oh, yeah. Baldur's Gate 3. Dumb game. I can't stand. I just want to go in and push my buttons back. Sword and shooting and whatever I want to do. I want this. I don't want to be like, done, and wait for 4 or 5 other characters on a game to move. It's like playing chess. Don't nobody want to play chess. That takes forever. I want instant gratification, y'all. I need instant gratification. Anyway, so I'm going to see if I can watch the Rad Brad. I'm not going to watch Ryan Hall. I think I'm going to go back and watch my Rad Brad play that Shadows game. Hang on. The Rad Brad Shadows. Oh, poop. You have to. The Rad Brad Shadows. What the heck? So now I got it back. All right. I didn't finish it the other day. I got it muted. But anyway, so I'm going to watch some of that. Because I'm tempted to buy it. I don't know how much it is or anything. I don't know if it's out all the way yet or not. But anyway, I think it is. I think March something. Anyway, and this is April. So, yeah. Okay. Oh. How about I talk to you about food? That's kind of why we're here. Anyway, see that? Hang on now. Don't spill it, Terry. Don't spill it. See how it's a little thicker? That's just the right amount of whatever it was I said I used. Hang on. Oh yeah, glucomannan. The same thing I use in my creamies. You got gravy and your meat. It's just like kettle beef, I'm telling you. But anyway, so yeah, so I'm having this. Heads up. Already plugged in everything for tomorrow. Oop, lightning detected 7.1 miles from your location. Already plugged in. Seems awful dark in here. Anyway, I plugged in my ribeye and stuff for tomorrow. Yo. Pistachio keto chow with strawberry, Equip Prime. All right. Well, we're about to get some severe weather. Like I said, I don't think it's not going to be like it was, but anyway, so I'll see you tomorrow. We lived through the storm last night. So, like I said this morning, I'm very grateful and thankful that me and those that I know were spared, but I'm truly sorry, and I pray for those who were not spared. But okay, I love you guys. Oh yeah, macros will be at the end of this. Bye. That's what I see as I'm eating tonight. How pitiful is that? He said, come on, just one bite. One bite, that's all I want in life. Look at that sweet boy face. There's my macros with net carbs. Ooh, look at how low those are. That's because I ain't had a lot of veggies on my salad. And then there's my total carbs. Bye.